What's good, people? It's Drill Entertainment Network, and today I am doing the Durk from 6 Block shooting location. Although technically he was from PCE, I guess, because this was before like 6 Block started calling themselves 6 Block. I'm just gonna call him 6 Block for simplicity's sake, because it's basically the same thing. He was basically from like the older generation of 6 Block before 6 Block started calling themselves 6 Block. Before I do that, though, however, I do want to get the Q&A out of the way because I did say I was going to do that. So if you don't want to watch the Q&A and you just want to get to the shooting location, I'll probably leave a timestamp in the description or in the comment section. You can get to that. But I was thinking like I was going to do a whole separate video for the Q&A, but there weren't that many questions, so I thought I'd just kind of blitz them real quick right here instead of making a whole video. But all right, let's just get into it. Mason Herring asked, what made you want to start the channel? To be honest, like, I've been on YouTube since I was like, I don't even know, man, like 8 or 9. I don't know. I was born in 2005, so I don't know how long. I've been on it. I've been on it for really as far as I can remember, but I made my first account probably like in, I don't know, like 2016, 2015 or something. And I made a lot of videos before, actually, but they were like, you're not going to find them because they were a lot of cringy shit. It was a lot of stuff. I used to do like creepypasta readings and scary stories readings and stuff when I was like 10, 11. But I privated all that stuff. So, I mean, maybe one day if I get like 100,000 subscribers or something, I might release that, but not for the foreseeable future. This channel I made in the beginning of 2019. I don't even remember why I did it. I think I just did it because I have another account. I used to use another account from like 2017 to 2018, and then I made this account. I don't remember exactly why. It might have been for like my rap career. I was like, really, I wanted to be like the next Lil Pump back in like 2019, so it might have been for that. I just don't remember because that was almost 5 years ago. In 3 days, it'll be 5 years ago since I made this channel because I made it on I believe it was January 9th, 2019. So, God, that wasn't even I mean, that was a long time ago, but it doesn't feel like that long ago. It's just crazy how fast time flies. But I was just using this as just a normal YouTube account. Wasn't really posting anything. Then I started like posting UK drill like instrumentals because I'm into beats. I still make beats. I'm into the whole production scene. So I was just doing that, and then I started making UK drill videos because I was really into UK drill at the time. And I was just doing little goofy shit on there. Then in 2021, my friend introduced me to Who I Smoke. I just got addicted to the whole Jacksonville thing. I was like, oh, this is awesome. But from 2021, actually, I didn't actually listen to too much of the stuff. From the like broader stuff, it was mainly just Queso. That's really the only guy I listened to. And then 2022, I started getting into J Dot more, and the rest is history. And then I was making the little drill profiles. If you go back, you'll see my channel was mostly just drill profiles and not really this vocal stuff, or I guess you call it like whatever, my voice basically. So I've come a long way, but basically, yeah, that's a long answer. Yeah, that's the history of my channel, I guess. Mason Herring also asked, do you live in Jacksonville? People are gonna shit on me for this. I'm gonna get like, oh no, I don't live in Jacksonville. I don't even live in Florida. I'm just really, really love the scene. I really fuck with the scene. That's all. But like, yeah, people are gonna shit on me for that. You'll be like, oh, you just like put in false information, and you're not even from the city. While they're from fucking, they're gonna say that shit. They'll be like, yeah, man, I'm from Lakeside. I'm totally tapped in with the city, man. I know people from 1200 or some shit. Like, man, fuck off. Like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like, come on. None of us knew 100% about everything that goes on in the city, but we can make good guesses if we research hard enough. David's Mean asked, who has the saddest story in Jacksonville? From what I know, there's a lot of sad stories. All sorts of horrible shit goes on, and has gone on throughout the gang war, but I'd say like the saddest story was probably Corbin, I feel, because that was the saddest and the scariest, because he was only like 18. Seems like he got mixed up with some organized criminal shit with Will, and he got abducted, and God knows what the fuck they did to him. They probably fucked him up, and who knows how long he was even held there. Like, they might have just abducted him, killed him like the next day, or he might have been there like tied up in some fucking basement for like a month, and they beat the shit out of him and like ripped his fingernails off or some shit. I don't know what they did, but I'm kind of glad that at least his body was found, because at least now there's kind of some closure. It's like I feel like it's scarier to just be missing and never be found compared to like just being found and knowing kind of like, okay, well, at least we know he's really dead now, and he's not like, just a fate worse than death. You know what I'm saying? And then J300, I think you pronounce that. said, what made you want to focus on the Jacksonville drill scene? I kind of answered that earlier. Basically, just I just really love the music, and just I think Jacksonville. I can say this wholeheartedly. I think Jacksonville drill is the realest. Well, drill is like the ultimate form of gangster rap. Like, it's the most realist, the most authentic and genuine gangster rap out there. Jacksonville drill is like the cream of the crop of that. I think the only place that really can really top that, or even go toe to toe, is probably like Chicago. And Chicago did it first. I feel Jacksonville does it better because it's just so raw and authentic. Sometimes even to the detriment of the rappers, because what they say is too real, and they end up getting implicated for the shit they say because it's just too real. There's like no cap in Jacksonville drill. It's like there's so little cap, and that's what really that's what draws me to it. Is it's so authentic and so real. That's I'd say is the main reason that I focus so much on it. And also the music is just great. Like, even without the shit, like, the music just sounds great. So yeah, that's basically why. But without further ado, there's the Q&A over. Let's just get into Durk's shooting location. So this happened actually a long time ago. I've been covering a lot of the recent more shootings, like Rico Osama and stuff, because the 2023, the later half of 2023, was pretty. It was popping off. Like, for the first half of 2023, I was like, okay, nothing's happening. You know, really. YBZ died in May. And then after that, you know, shit started getting popping off. Jake died, then Tilly died, then Rico died, and there was shootings and all this shit. So that was kind of weird. How it just nothing happened the first half, and then second half it just went fucking insane. But it's a new year, and this is actually going to be almost a decade ago. This happened. Is crazy how long that was ago. This happened in July. I believe it was July 14th, 2014, which, if you put this into perspective, this happened around the time I was coming back to the U.S. from Colombia. I was like 9 or something. But enough about me. This was almost a decade ago, and this happened around here in, I believe it was the Grand Park swimming pool. They say he was killed outside of a community center. He was at a pool, and then he took a break to go out and eat lunch, and he got killed here. Now, this whole situation is like kind of infamous for being really sketchy, because allegedly the guy who killed him was well known for being a snaky guy, and so much so, actually, he was like playing both sides of the war between 6 Block and 1200 early on, and he did all sorts of crazy shit. He if we are to believe all the rumors, he killed 2 people from AV6. And stole a prominent 1200 member's gun. I mean, he was just doing all sorts of sneaky shit. He's probably a psychopath, to be honest, or a sociopath or some shit, because that guy has like no morals. He's just evil as fuck. And I'm actually surprised how he's not dead or doing life in prison, because this hit was fucking nuts. All of them, like the whole story. So what you gotta understand is Durk's death is connected to Vontae's death, and Vontae was killed 4 days before this. Allegedly, okay, so it was him. Allegedly, it was Vontae, the guy who killed Durk himself, and then a female affiliate of 6 Block, who's the sister of another 6 Block member. They were out drilling on Head First, because around this time, AV6's main beef was with Head First, not really 1200. This was like kind of a weird time period where back then AV6 and 1200 were kind of cool, and everyone was against Head First, and that's where this is the kind of time period you can see like Wappa Woulda Chop and Spin a Benz in Fulio's videos, because they were cordial. This was again around the time Queso was cool with 6 Block, and that's when he was 6 Block. This was when he was 6 Block Queso. This was when J Dot was 6 Block. Everyone basically was all clicked up, all beefing with Head First. So there was a lot of drama going on there. And what happened was those 4 went on a drill against Head First. They shot a few people, but then the Head First members shot back and allegedly hit Vontae. Well, there's 2 theories. One is that the Head First members shot back, hit Vontae, and killed him. Or they hit him and injured him. And so I don't know if you know this, but in Florida, there's this kind of stupid law where if you are in the commission of a crime and someone gets killed, even if they're like your accomplice and they get like shot or killed, or they get killed, you're charged for murder. Even if like he's on your like side, you get charged for murder or some dumb shit like that. It's just a stupid law. But anyway, it seems that they didn't want to get charged for that. So what happened was they drove away and pushed Vontae out the car. And this is where you get the famous lyric of like, Vontae got pushed out the whip, so he rolled easy. That's literally what happened. However, people thought it was actually the snaky guy who killed Durk. He did that, but it was revealed recently in police paperwork that it was actually the female. She's the one who pushed him out. And she's actually like a really snaky person herself, because people think, oh, she's just like, just a girl who just got caught up in the life. No, she was like involved in shootings. Like here she is involved in a killing, like actually going to drill someone, and then she pushes her own guy out of the car, which is just nuts. And then he died. And then the other theory, so that's the theory one, is that he was shot by the Head First members. The second theory is that what actually happened was the snaky guy shot him, not Head First. That the snaky guy shot Avante. And that's what happened. So this is like probably never going to be fully known. This is like one of those hits that's just really buried in all sorts of crazy shit. And it's like a decade ago. It's really hard to find exactly what happened. But what happened, the two most prominent theories is that the Head First member shot back, hit Vontae, or that the snaky guy shot Vontae. But what we do know is he was pushed out the car and he died shortly after. Now this is where Durk's death comes in, because apparently the snaky guy, who may or may not have killed Vontae, apparently thought that he was a loose end. He couldn't trust him. He thought Durk was going to say something, or he would be mad about the whole situation. He might retaliate or something. So this is when this comes in. Now we get to Durk's actual shooting location, and Durk was here at the pool when the guy must have pulled up around here, I believe, because this is kind of a small pool. He was probably out here. It's probably a hot summer's day in July. He's at the pool. He comes out to eat, probably around this area. And I'm assuming he pulled up, possibly with an accomplice, and just killed him, probably around here. So yeah, this whole situation was just really, really creepy, really weird. And the guy, he basically, if we do believe that he killed both of them, yeah, he killed both of them. He did all sorts of snaky shit and got away with all of it. Because I think he might be in prison right now. I'm not entirely sure. I need to check, but I think he is. He's either, if he is in prison, he's not doing life. He's just like some minor thing. But this just shows like karma isn't real. Like people, there's all sorts of like creepy ass sociopathic freaks out there, scary evil people that'll just kill anyone and just play both sides and do all sorts of evil snaky shit. You can't really trust anyone, and they'll get away with it. And the guy who did this, the snaky guy, he is from Backstreet. But he was like switching sides all the time, so I don't even know if he's still Backstreet. I don't know if anyone fucks with him, honestly, because he only has like a few hundred followers on IG. I don't know if Backstreet even claims him anymore because of all the shit he did. I won't be surprised if he tried to snake someone from Backstreet. That he's like the king snake if you think about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess moral of the story here is just be careful who you hang around, and I mean you can't always tell people's intentions, but I think you can be kind of you can have a better a judge of character. You can build that up around who you're hanging out with and seeing how they seeing their character, really, because some people are really good at manipulating people, and you might think they're right there for you. And me personally, I've dealt with people I thought, oh, you're just such a nice person, you're great, and then they turn out to be like actually malicious. So just really watch who you hang around. Don't become paranoid. Don't be like, oh, I'm not gonna fuck with anyone, but like just make sure that you're hanging out with good people. That's pretty much it. This is one of the creepier stories from Jacksonville out here, because it was just so much intrigue and backstabbing and all sorts of weird shit. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Happy New Year. Stay safe out there. Drill Entertainment Network out. Also, I'm just going to say this at the end. I forgot to put this in. I'm not Chirac News. Stop calling me Chirac News. I keep seeing everyone saying I'm Chirac News. I'm not Chirac News. Like, literally, I watched some of his videos. I'm like, oh, he does shooting locations. That's pretty cool. Why don't I try to do some shooting locations for Jacksonville? Like, no one's doing that. Why don't I kind of, apply that kind of style to my videos and do videos about this? Since he was doing the Chicago scene, why don't I do the Jacksonville scene? I'm not him. I'm literally not him. Like, I don't know why you guys can't understand. I don't even sound like him. I sound different. Like, I don't even think I sound like him. That dude, you look at him. You can look at his, he made an interview. He's like this bald white dude. He's like, 30 or something. I'm not even like, I don't even look like him. I don't sound like him. I'm not Chirac News, okay? I'm not impersonating shit. I'm not him. So stop calling me that. All right. Bye for real now.